Hi guys, I'm just popping in at the start of the video to let you know that I have a little pep talk that's about halfway through this video, a pep talk for all the creatives out there. So if you don't want to watch the first bit, but you want to feel inspired, cut to the halfway point. Okay, let's start the video. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my living room / dining room. I'm at the dining room table today, looking into my living room. I needed to mix it up again because it is a bit dim in my studio again today, so it's not great for filming. But here we are. I've got a few things to show you today. I have been painting furiously this week, so I've actually done a lot of work, a lot of fun stuff. And I finished my big piece on Persephone that I've been working on in a few previous videos. I also wanted to show you some ceramic work I've been fiddling around with this week. I'm in a show later this year, so I've been thinking really hard on a concept for the work that I wanted to put in, and I've come up with something, and I'm really, really happy with it. It's really juicy and rich, and I'm going to have a good 6 months of making that's going to be really fun, and I hope that it turns out to be a really wonderful, luscious piece. You'll get to watch me journey through this work. So this will be really nice because it's a work that's actually going to be exhibited. So I want it to be really beautiful, and yeah, I've got a lot of time to get it done. So I've actually made a start, which is very, very nice. Okay, so first things first, I wanted to show you some of the paintings that I've been working on this week. Let's start with my Persephone piece that I finished. Okay. Here she is. I hope that you can see her in all her glory. So this is the story of Persephone, who is a Greek goddess, daughter of Demeter. She was taken by Hades, who was the god of the underworld, and she ended up spending half her time or a portion of her time in the underworld and then coming up to the earth for the other portion of time. So I'm trying to tell her story here through one image, which is difficult, but I think I captured something of her tale. So this is the underworld down here. She's associated with pomegranates because she ate several pomegranate seeds, which is what ultimately got her stuck down in the underworld for half the year. Anyway, it's a wonderful story if you're interested. So this is the piece. Very happy with it. Yeah, so that's the second in a series of bigger works that I'm working on. I started a piece on Eve, so this is where this is at. I'll work on this throughout the week and have more to show you at a later stage. While I'm painting the bigger paintings, I like to have smaller paintings on the go. And when I say smaller, I just mean half size. Just because when you're painting watercolors, you have to wait for the layers to dry. So it's nice to have something else that's on the go that you can paint while you're waiting for your other painting to dry. And this piece here is one I just did this week. And this is inspired by the goddess Iris, who is the goddess of the rainbow. I've just put different irises in there. So the iris of the eye, the iris flower, and then the rainbow, which is what she's associated with. So this is just a nice, fun accompanying piece to the bigger series. And then I did another one on this cat monster, Welsh cat monster called Cat Palug, which is I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's a cat monster in Welsh mythology. So I painted this cat face. It's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with this. Sometimes when I'm painting tight paintings, I like to have something a lot looser on the go next to me. I am one of those people who doesn't stick to a particular style all the time. I like to mix it up and I like to try new things. Yeah, if I get too tight, I just feel this urge to just be like, "Arr." So I allow myself to do that. And that's what this was. Even though it is tight in places, most of it was just laying down paint. And another example of that is this, which was just a really quick, fast watercolor. You can see that it's spilt, the yellow paint spilt over a whole portion, this whole portion of the painting, but that's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. It's part of the nature of watercolors. It's part of the nature of the materials. Sometimes it's really nice just to let the materials do their thing. So instead of trying to fix it or paint over it or do anything, I've just left it. So this is a narcissus, which are basically daffodils, and yeah, it just kind of relates back to the myth of Narcissus. But it's also the flower that Persephone was picking when she was met by Hades, apparently. So, so you can see I've been doing a lot of painting. I've even done some more. But this big ceramic piece I've been working on, I am basing it on Greek myths again. And I won't go too far into the concept just because I want to keep it to myself in case it changes. Anyway, it's the basis of the show is it's all based on tables. So I'll get a cafe table to set up as I like. So I've been looking at drinking vessels, ancient Greek drinking vessels online, doing a deep dive and researching things relating to myths and what it would have been like in ancient Greece. And I've been painting some uh, Greek drinking vessels that I find interesting so I can shape them into the cups that I want to make for my ceramic display. I had no idea about Greek drinking vessels. I mean, who does? Ancient Greek, I should say. They're kind of handled on both sides and they lifted them like this. And there's some fantastic designs. So I've just been, when I say painting, I mean sketching with watercolor. I'm really enjoying just using watercolor as a sketching tool lately because you have to be loose with it. You can't like tighten up. And when I want to get ideas down really quickly, it's awesome. I mean, you just dip it in the paint and go without being too worried about it, too self-conscious about it. So yeah, I've done that as well. So I've actually done a lot this week. I also printed an edition of prints at my printmaking studio that I go to, and I picked up an edition of prints. I might do a whole video on my printmaking journey because it's been wonderful. It's been something that I've done the last couple of years. So I'll save those prints until then. And I will show you a whole heap of copper etchings that I've done. It's just been such a great technique for me to delve into and to broaden my practice with. And it has really slowed me down and made me appreciate the process and the journey and understand that taking time can lead to really wonderful results. So, yes, I'll save that for another video. I've got so many other video ideas, but yeah, we'll look at that then. The other thing I wanted to do this week was just give a little pep talk for any creatives out there who are feeling a little bummed, a little disillusioned, a little frustrated with the whole process of trying to be an artist in this world. It's not easy. It really isn't easy, but you have to stick to your guns. You have to find a way forward. Art and creativity is really, really valuable in this world. It's valuable for you and it's valuable for others. And the more that other people see people being creative and valuing creativity, the more that it will be valued in general. I often struggle with my path and my process and the things I like. I went to art school and I'm talking art with a capital A, institutionalized art, the big galleries. I was doing things like performance and installation when I was at art school. And when I came out, I felt very, very disillusioned. I had a little taste of what that world, that art world looked like, and I knew that it wasn't for me. And I'd just spent 4 years of my life studying and thinking that that was what I wanted. Um, but ultimately it wasn't. In my heart, I knew that I just loved to draw and paint and express myself in a very simple way. I wasn't into all the bells and whistles. I didn't understand. I spent 4 years at art school and I didn't understand what I was studying, and I did well. So I was very confused. But the thing is, you have to walk your own path. You have to. There's no point trying to be something that you're not. You have to find what feels true to you and pursue that. And if you're doing that, then you are being the best artist that you can be. And that is valuable, whether you're making money or not, whether you're getting into the shows or not, whether you're winning art prizes or not. All of that stuff does not matter. I mean, money matters, but it's okay to work a different job. But just because you're not making art Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, doesn't mean that you're not an artist or a valuable creative. Most creatives work day jobs. They teach, they work in fish and chip shops, they work in bookshops, they work in galleries. So that's fine. That's got nothing to do with it. Your only job is to pursue your creative passions. That's it. Hands down, done, boom. Don't listen to anything outside of your own urge to be creative. I'll hear things like the division between craft and art, the division between illustration and art. And because I've had that educational background, I struggle intellectually. I'm like, is my art valuable? You know what? Doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, I make what I make. And if I try to make something different, it never works, or it gets popular and then I have to make more of it. And I didn't really enjoy making it in the first place. So there you go. So I just want you to know, if you are struggling, that this is something that every creative goes through, and it's okay. Just stick to your vision, stick to your passion, and do it for the right reasons. We live in a capitalist world where everything has to have a money value attached to it, and it's not the most important thing. It really isn't. We need more soul in this world. We need more people doing things just for the sake of the love of it. So that's my pep talk. I'm going to cheer you up. So thank you very much for watching again. I hope that you've had a wonderful week, and I hope you have a fantastic week to come, and that you're super, super creative, and that you get into the studio and you just have fun and make a mess and just create and show the world what you create too. Why not? It's fun. There's always someone who resonates with what you're doing. So yes, thank you. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.